Acoustic lesson, passion, miracle, breakthrough, power. Let's get it going. So this song is in the key of A flat, which at least the recorded version, it's in the key of A flat. So that would be putting the capo on the first fret and then playing these G shapes. So the G, C, E minor, D. So for the sake of the lesson, it's just a little bit high. So I'm gonna take the capo off and just play it in G, which is a half step below A flat. And you're just gonna use the same chords. And we're gonna use the same chords. So if you wanted to play along to the recording, just remember to put that capo on the first fret. So the chords we need for this song, we need a G chord, we need a D chord, a C chord, E minor, and then the last chord we need, we sneak in a B minor on the bridge. So those are the only chords we need for this song. If you need help, I have some of the pictures on the frame on the screen and some lessons I do on these chords more in depth, like where my fingers are going, which strings you should be strumming. So I'll link some of those in the description and up top, just in case you're new and you need some I need some more resources. So let's get into this song. It's gonna be pretty easy as far as the strum pattern goes. The progression for the intro is just gonna be G, D, C. And the song is in 4/4 timing, so as usual, we're gonna kind of count to 4 as far as our timing and our down strums. And so it's gonna be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that first G, it actually gets 6 down, and then the D gets 2. And then that C gets a full 8. So the intro is gonna sound like this. And then that leads us into verse 1, and that chord progression is the same as the first couple of lines on verse 1. So chord progression for the verse, it's gonna go that G, D, C, G, D, C, E minor, D, C, G, D, G, D, C, and then that leads into verse 2. So I'll play through that and then I'll just kind of sing through it to give you an idea as to where the chords change. So just playing through it here. This is the start of verse 1. E minor, so that's the strumming. So let me just kind of I'll sing through it. And that's gonna be your strum pattern for this whole song if you wanted to, just kind of that driving down strum pattern. So the verse 1, singing wise, it would sound like this. The odds are stacked against me. I'm surrounded on all sides. come and turn the tides. So that's how it would sound. Just make sure you know on the second to last line there. So in your name, the G and the D, they just get full 4 counts. So in your name, 2, 3, 4, come and turn the tides. So that takes us into the verse 2. Verse 2 is the same as verse 1. And I want to give you guys a little bit of a finger picking pattern for the first verse, just because the intro and that first verse, they're kind of a little bit down, so kind of get like the keys and stuff. So if you were just doing some background acoustic stuff on, you know, your worship team, or you were just doing some worship at home in the basement or wherever it may be, and you wanted to kind of keep it nice and low and soft, you could definitely do something like this. So I'm in my finger picking position here. So finger pick like a worship leader, 3 fingers. I might even be wearing the same sweatshirt in that video. So in that video, I'm gonna link it up top and down below. It shows you, I give you a good breakdown exactly where my fingers are going on each string here, my picking fingers. I'm just really using 3 fingers, the thumb, the pointer, and the middle finger. So you would just do something like this. So thumb, pointer, thumb, middle. The odds are stacked to the D again, against. The odds are stacked again. On all sides. Yeah, so it would be. This would be a super, super basic one, which you could kind of like build off and like once you get more comfortable. So thumb, pointer, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, thumb, middle on the D. Then to the C, thumb, pointer, thumb, middle. So. And on that D, you could even just do the thumb and the pointer if you wanted to. E minor, the same thing. But I've heard you can part the waters. So in your name, come and turn the tides. And I'm just, to give it a little bit more sound and a little bit more rhythm, I'm just kind of adding in an extra thumb and pointer on the thumb on the A string, pointer on the G string, in between those in between the chords. So I don't know, that might give you at least an idea as to what you could do for that part. So we go into the verse 1, verse 2, then the chorus chords, G, that same kind of pattern, G, D, C, E minor, C, back to that pattern, G, D, C, E minor, D, So let me just show you what that would sound like with just kind of that little strum pattern. Let that breakthrough miracle power pour out. I need a breakthrough miracle moment right now. Only in you, with you, my victory is found. Bring that breakthrough miracle power, let it rain down. Intro. So pretty easy on that chorus. And then verse 3 is the same. Actually, you know what? There's a little... Verse 3 is the same up until... Let's see. So we'll go through verse 3. It's really the same except for the last line. So verse 3. Oh, the fires around are raging. I feel the heat at every turn. Still the same. But I've heard that you're in it with me. So now by faith, I'm standing on your word. Change here. Yes, in your name. And I know I won't be burned. The chords are right. The singing's a little bit off. So you may want to check on like what he does sing. He might jump up singing wise there. But that last line is just G over B, C, G. And I kind of feel like it goes to a D before that chorus again, but it just, the way it's charted, it's just G over B, C, G. So, yes, in your name, no, I won't be burned. And then that goes back into the chorus. So then the chorus, you do the chorus, and then we do the interlude. The interlude is going to be the same chord progression as our bridge. So it's going to be E minor to the C to the G, and then here's where we sneak in that B minor. So really, I think if you wanted to just do a regular G over B for that chord, you definitely could. So I wouldn't get hung up too much on this B minor, but I think that is the right chord, the B minor. So it's gonna sound like this. As long as you're in it, the story's not finished. I know you've overcome, so I know I'll overcome. As long as you're in it, the story's not finished. And I know you've overcome, so I know I'll overcome. Repeat it. And then the last bridge, instead of going to that B minor, you just go to the D. So just the regular bridge, let me get you with some down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just 8 down strums for each chord. And then that last bridge, as long as you're in it, the story's not finished. I know you've overcome, so I know I'll overcome. You just hit that D instead of that B minor. So that's the only change on that last bridge. And then you just do the chorus again, and then there's a soft verse 4, which is the same chords as the first few verses. So I think that's a wrap, you guys. I think that's gonna help you out on this song, on this lesson. If you have questions, definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you're struggling with, what I can clear up for you. If you're new to the channel, head on over to the community tab on my channel. I've got some verses of the week, some encouragement, some giveaways, live stream updates, a bunch of other stuff. So head on over there, and I'll check you in the next video.